Okay, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Dan. Today, it's a beautiful sunny day in Florida. So anyway, today we're going to make a green bean chicken stir fry kind of deal. It's not really a stir fry in the typical sense because, well, it'll be a little bit like that. But anyway, it's really delicious, and I wish you guys would give it a try. And let's get to it. Okay, here's my pan. Now you can use a regular skillet. I was going to use my real wok, but makes too much noise. Okay, so anyways, so I got some cooking spray here. We're going to spray the pan. Got some red pepper flakes, some soy sauce, some Chinese cooking wine. We're just going to use about maybe a little bit less than a tablespoon. Got some ginger, Mount Olive, diced jalapeno, and some minced garlic. Those are two options really. Now these are the other options, but my significant other likes these, so I'm throwing them in. We got some water chestnuts here and some baby corn. Over here I have some onion. I mixed it up. I have a little piece of each one, so I mixed it up. This here is a little bit of cornstarch we're going to use. I have one egg. I'm going to use an egg white, and that's going to go here for the chicken. That's about half a pound of chicken. I got this green bean. I'm going to show you what I do with it. And then here I've got green beans that I've already cleaned, cut off the ends, cut them in half, and I already parboiled them. Boiled them about 5 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, so let me show you what we do with this here green bean. Okay, so what we have is the green bean here, and all I did was, just want to show you, first I cleaned them, then we just cut off the ends, and then I basically cut them in half, just like that. And then I parboiled them. I'm going to throw this one, and this will be Penny's surprise. She won't know until she bites into it that it's got a little crunchier than the rest of them. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is get the chicken prepped. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take a egg white, I'm going to try to do this in my fingers. If the egg yolk happens to fall in there, well, so it falls in there, but you want to try to just get the white. Okay, so we got that done there. Oh, let me get a little bit of salt. Donald, get out of the way, come on. Alright, so we got a little bit of salt going in. Matter of fact, it's going to be a little bit of salt and pepper, so. Not much, just a tad. And then we're going to take some cornstarch. And we're going to take about, not even a half a teaspoon, I'm thinking. I'm trying to keep this to its 0 points kind of deal. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, this is a little cheap, take my cooking spray because it's butter cooking spray. But anyway, we'll just spray up a little bit of butter on here, and then we just mix this by hand. I've got my skillet preheating, and we're going to put that on medium high. And then we're going to take care of this here. Now see, we're just trying to get all this, the white powdery shit out of here. Shit. White powdered, the cornstarch. That's what I meant to say, but it came out the other end, so. Alright. So that's pretty much good there. We'll let that sit for a couple minutes. And like I said, with, you know, I've already done the green beans, so that part of it is done. The rest of this is going to go pretty quick though once we start cooking, so I'm going to swing you guys over to the other end. Okay, check the pan, it's hot. We'll put this in here. Right now, like I said, I'm trying to keep this to a 0 point dish, so everything I'm putting in here is 0 points for right now. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're just gonna cook the chicken up a bit. Now what I did was it's called velveting. It's supposed to keep you can do it with pork and chicken. Bet you can even do it with shrimp. I'm not sure. Yeah, you probably could. Anyway, it's supposed to keep it the chicken nice and moist. You know, especially because when you're cooking at a high temp and you're doing it really fast, it can get dried out. So, but that's what that does. Okay, we've been doing this here for 7 to almost 8, 9 minutes, I guess, somewhere in there. But as you can see, the chicken is looking good. And I'm going to dump this now into a bowl. It's pretty much cooked through. So let me dump this into a bowl here real quick. And you got to remember too, it's going to cook a little bit more once it's in here. It's carryover cooking, whatever. You guys know how that works, so we won't go into that. Let me just wipe this out real quick, and then we'll start. Because now we're gonna get into it here now. All right. The rest is gonna go pretty quick, I think. I'm hoping anyway. All right. So now we're gonna spray our pan again. And I do have it on high. I don't know if I told you guys I bumped it up. So we're gonna have that. I'm gonna start cooking our onions. I got a fair amount of onion. It's about a quarter of an onion basically, but sliced it real thin. So I'm gonna let this soften up a little bit, and we'll be back. Okay, now we got the onions sauteing a bit. Now we're gonna give this a little bit of a kick. Put a little bit of garlic in there, like a half a teaspoon. Okay, and we're going to rinse our little spoon here. Get me some, now this is optional. This always is for, I tell everybody, but I do it just for a little flavor. Throw in about 1.5 teaspoons of diced, diced jalapeno. And then we're going to give this here about 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. This is the paste stuff here. I like using it. I love this stuff actually. I bet I can, I know I can't inhale it, but it tastes good. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Now once the aroma comes up on this, which it's starting to do already, doesn't take long, then we're gonna put our water chestnuts in here. Now, if you didn't have these, you don't have to worry about it, but Miss Penny likes them, so that's what we got. Come on, buddy, get out of there. Believe it or not, that's about a little more than 1/4 cup. Same thing with our little mini corns here. She loves these too. And that's why I said this is something similar to a stir fry, but not really. But a lot of times you get this stuff that we just added goes in the stir fry, so. Freaking drawer, okay. Let that cook a bit. Man, right now with that, all these flavors, that ginger really is coming through nice. Whew. So what I'm going to do now is I'll sprinkle some hot flakes. Now you don't have to do this either. And this is just give it another little boost. That was just maybe 1/4 teaspoon. That wasn't that much. So. And we're going to toss in a little bit of a couple dashes of soy. And then about a half a tablespoon. Once you get these flavors going, and the smell gets right to you. Just a little bit of that. And if you don't want to use the Shaoxing wine, that Chinese cooking wine, you don't have to. You can use you don't have to use anything. You can use water. You can use turkey chicken broth. If you have regular white wine, you can use that. It just basically it just cooks off anyway. So we have everybody in there. Everybody's nice, fat, and happy so far. All right, let that cook a few minutes. Okay, that's basically done its thing there. Now see the dark green pieces? We'll leave those in there. They'll get a little lighter as it cooks, but that's going to be a surprise for Penny when she bites in. Oh, that was a crunchy one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. So we're going to let this here do its thing, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're just about there. A little sprinkle of salt and pepper. Stir that around. This is going to be good. You guys like this. You try to keep the green beans. I don't know how you guys like them. I like mine with a little snap. But this is going to be a nice little dish when it's done. There's that green one. Oh, I have to make sure Penny gets that on her dish. Okay, now I'm going to dump my chicken in. Mix that around a little bit. This is about where we want to be. Just about done here. Got one more trick up my sleeve, and then we'll call it a done deal, huh? All right. Be right back. Okay, what I made here is a little slurry out of the cornstarch. Puts a nice little sheen on everything. And this is also between what I did on the chicken and what I'm doing now. Comes with 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, which is 0 points in the Weight Watchers thing. I'm not putting all of it on there either. But it does. It gives it a nice little sheen. Oh, this is smelling so good. Whew. But normally you wouldn't have these little carrots and water chestnuts in there, but Penny happens to like them. You can serve this over white rice, brown rice. You can serve it with noodles. We're going to have this on a dish, and we're going to have some lentils on a side, and whatever else Penny wants that we got there in the refrigerator. So, without further ado, let me call this a plate. Okay, guys, here's the dish as it looks from up the top. Oh, whoa! See that little green one back there, right there? We're going to let that, Penny's going to get that one. All right, we're going to plate up. Okay, Mr. Elmo decided to jump in. I'm going to tell you guys a little thing here. If you guys never tried what I showed you how to do on the thing with the chicken, you ought to try it. You can do it. Don't have to be Chinese food, but it makes it nice and tender. Look at that. Delicious, moist. Oh, juicy. Not moist. My daughter says I can't say that word. So anyway, delicious. Now you don't have to add, the hot pepper flakes, the jalapeno, watercress, or the corn. But the onions, garlic, ginger, little salt and pepper, green beans and chicken is the main part of this here dish. It's delicious. We'll be eating good tonight in the neighborhood. All right, boys and girls, here we go. As Mr. Dan saying, when you're out and about, cover up, protect yourself as well as others. Wash your hands, wash your hands. When you're out and about in the car and whatever, you go food shopping, any store, whatever, want the sanitized spray or the gel, wash your hands. Because now they're saying they're not 100% sure that, you know, it doesn't live, the COVID doesn't live on surfaces. They were before, but now they're saying it's a possibility. So anyway, don't talk with your mouth full unless it's another delicious dish like this. Chicken with green beans. It's very good. Give us a like, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't yet, and when you do, little notification bell will pop up. You hit that. That'll let you know each time we have a video. And as usual, there's a little arrow down button right below the video. You hit that. Drop down box will come down and give you a link to our Cook on Mr. Dan Facebook page, and also a link to my daughter's artwork website. And also the complete recipe, the ingredients, and how we do this. And you guys will have a nice, delicious dish. So until next time, my friends, stay hungry. This is Mr. Dan saying stay safe, and we'll see you again. Come back when you guys are hungry. We'll give you another dish, huh? We're up.